Why should we change the root component file in Angular application? Most of the times the developer needs to change the root component of the Angular application according to the startup page they need. This can be easily done following 3 simple steps explained in the video. Locate the index.html file and look for the current root component selector. Replace the current root selector with new root component selector. In the app.modules.ts file, make sure the correct root component is given under the bootstrap property. I go to the localhost 4200, I can see the default root component of Angular application. In order to change this, in the Explorer window, I have to navigate to the node modules/index.html file, where I can see in line number 11 app_root is defined as the root component. In the app_component.ts file, I can see that particular selector is mentioned as a root component. I go to the index.html file and delete all the code except router outlet. Line number 1, I say hello in bold tag. If I go back to the browser, I can see hello is getting displayed. If I change that to hello world, the same is getting displayed in the browser. I will stop the server by saying Ctrl+C in the terminal window and say ng generate component my root component, which is the new root component we are going to generate. Once this command completes successfully, I should see a component.ts file, a component.spec.ts file, a HTML file, and a CSS file as shown in the window. If I go to the my root component.html file, I can see my root component works is getting displayed. Corresponding template URL and style URL are generated. I go to the app.module.ts file. In the selector, instead of app root component, I am going to say app_my root component. In the bootstrap property, instead of app component, I give my root component. Now if I say npm start, since we have given my root component at line number 19 in bootstrap property, we should see our new my root component is getting displayed in the localhost 4200. We have given my root component works in the my root component.html file, which should get displayed in the localhost 4200. Once the code gets compiled successfully, if I go and refresh localhost 4200, I can see my root component works.